So I thought I'd start this walk around out the front of where else but the Opera House. So I'm standing here right in Lam Son Square, which is, well, you can see the Continental behind me there. But the Opera House was built a little bit after the Continental, and I'm just turning around now. That's the Caravel behind me. And then down what becomes Le Loi Street behind me, and the new metro is going to be there. And the street running across there where the cars are going, that's Dom Coi Street. And to my left is Notre Dame Cathedral, and that was built around about the same time as the Continental, and along with the post office. So there you have it. I thought I'd show you a little bit. This area is changing a lot. Actually, I just saw the Rex Hotel over there as well. So I'm in the dead center of Saigon, really. And it's changed a lot since Graham Greene wrote his novel and stayed in room 214 over there in the Continental. Okay, so let's take a little bit of a walk through the hotel. I'm just gonna make sure I don't get run over here because this has become quite a large car park recently. Let me just turn the camera around now so you can get a look. And so this is just the front cafe area here. I don't want to show too many faces. I feel a bit uncomfortable filming people, but this is the main entrance here. Nice little sign on the ground that you get to walk over. Here it is. Quite huge, isn't it? That's the thing about these old style hotels. They have these classic lobbies. You don't really see them anymore in the newer hotels around town, but this is the oldest hotel in Vietnam, and I spotted something over here yesterday when I checked in. This little beauty. Let me know what you think it is. It's a nice little antique moped. Let me know if you've seen one before or you've ridden one. So when you walk in, there's a little bit of a section here that they call a journey through our history, and it's super interesting. So if you get the time one day, even if you're not staying here, pop in and check it out because it documents the history of the hotel, which I said is the oldest in Vietnam. I think it was built in 1880. And there's a lot of information here about people who have stayed. Jacques Chirac, Graham Greene, of course, was staying in his room. And Pham Xuân Anh, a famous spy during the war. He used to stay in a room here, I believe, or he used to meet people here to exchange information as a spy. So yeah, really worth checking out. Now I just want to duck over here to Le Bourgeois restaurant. Quite smoky in here actually, but it's a very popular place for people to meet up during the day, especially for lunch, and perhaps sit here for a happy hour, drink, and just watch the world go by. We're on the corner of Dom Coi and Lam Son Square. So I'll just give you a quick view of that. Hopefully it's not making you too dizzy. And then I want to come through here, and there's a few people in here. I don't really want to show their faces too much. I want to be careful of that. But this is another little cafe area here. And in the original building, there weren't any glass windows here, so there wasn't any air conditioning. So yeah, it's kind of like what the veranda was back in the day. Now, I'll just pop through here, and this is one of the sort of conference rooms, banquet rooms, or ballrooms, or whatever you want to call it. There's another one to my right, but what I wanted to show you here is the Courtyard. This is where you have breakfast. And this bar here, there's a little bar here called Bar du Jardin, the garden bar. And I don't want to interrupt people's breakfast, but so I'll come down here. And here it is. Oh, they've got the water fountains going on now. But look at this space. So the Hotel Continental is made up of 3 buildings or 3 wings, and we're right in the middle of it now. So the building in front of you that you can see is the original building, and actually they call it Building B. Building B, I think, these days, to make it easier for people, I guess. Building A, which is the one that fronts the Opera House, and then Building C here. And there are 4 floors in the whole property. Ground floor 1, 2 and 3. And this is a great little spot to have your breakfast. It's one of the nicest places I've had breakfast in Saigon, actually. It's outdoors. As long as you get here early in the morning, there's some beautiful light and it's pretty quiet. Everything's pretty chilled. And the frangipani trees that you can see in front of you there, they were planted when this building was built. So yeah, they're 142 years old as well. I think one's died though, unfortunately, but these 2 here look really healthy and they're going well. So there you go, we'll leave people to have their breakfast. And I want to take you up to the 3rd floor. These stairs here as well, they were put in here in 1880. So there you go, handcrafted in 1880. So let's go up there. And I think I've already got footage of this floor already, so I'll just cut to a little bit of that now. And now going up to the 2nd floor, which is the one where I'm staying. And I'll cut to some footage of that now. And now up to the 3rd floor. I've got some other footage of this, but before I show you the rooftop, I just want to show you this room here, and this is room 307. Another one of the famous historic rooms in the Hotel Continental. And this is where Pham Son An, he stayed. He was, well, as it turned out, a spy during the war. And he used to come to this room and either stay here or meet up with people and share information and do spy stuff. But here you go, and he had a dog, famously had a pet dog apparently. So there's a lovely little statue there at the entrance of room 307. Okay, so let me go and show you the rooftop now. There's something that's quite cool to see. I want to get up onto the sort of terrace, the rooftop here. And obviously this is a spot where they tend to their garden and their plants. But this section here, this is the original section of the hotel, the original building. And we're on the rooftop here. And I'll just take you along here and give you a look at the building, at the rooftop here. And they tell me that this is the original rooftop. It's in pretty good condition if that's the case. If that's 142 years old, it's in pretty good condition. The building has been renovated though, at least once, probably multiple times in that time. So perhaps that included a roof restoration. Okay, so there you have it, a little bit of a walk around the hotel this morning. I hope you enjoyed that. I've worked up a little bit of a sweat, so I'm going to go down to the ground floor cafe, order a café soda and watch the world go by.